Welcome to the channel. My name is John. If this is your first time here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe. And if you like this video, leave me a like. So right now we're in the middle of a high ticket affiliate marketing progressive series. We are on day 17 today. So if this is your first time joining us, just do me a favor and jump over here into this first video right here. You guys can watch this video no problem, gladly. It's fine, but the series is progressive and it started back on this first video right here. And basically what it is I'm just walking everybody through step by step how I went from $0 up to $7,500 per week within 3 months. And you guys can just follow along step by step every single day. We're on day 17 right now, and you guys can get there just exactly doing what I did that I'm successful with. And I have hundreds of people that work with me like this and that have followed this same routine that I've given them, and they're all doing great. They're doing fantastic. A lot of the people even following along with this series are starting to do really well. So I speak with everybody quite often. So yeah, if this is your first time joining us, just head back over to this first video, and we're using a program to do this in this video. It does pretty much all the work for us. We don't have to design anything. We don't have to set anything up. We don't have to do any kind of intense email marketing. Like, we don't have to set up any autoresponders, anything like that if we don't want to. I'm just walking them through, everybody here, step by step, starting from nothing and just using this program. So that program is going to be right here in this first video, and it's going to be in the description. You can just click on the link in the description and sign up and then follow along if you'd like. But yeah, you're welcome to stay and watch this if you want to. I appreciate any kind of views that you guys give me. So let's move on here, though. So we are on day 17. We went through outsourcing the last 2 days, and what we're going to do today is we're going to start talking about leads that we're getting in. Now everybody's starting to generate quite a few leads. Some of you are getting close to 100, 150 leads per day, and starting to get a lot of sales off of them. So I know I've spoken with a couple people who've been here. One buddy of mine who's been doing following this step-by-step series since the beginning, and he was here about a week before I started doing this, and he's just followed along, and he's getting just a crazy amount of sales already. What do we do with these leads as they start coming in? That's the question, right? And typically what you want to do, this is my recommendation when you're starting out like this. You probably don't know much about email marketing yet. Maybe some of you do, and if you do, hey, jump in and take care of those leads however you want. Add them to your lead list, throw them in an autoresponder, and start dealing with them. But what I do with this that works extremely well, and it's very cheap. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Now, some people like to reach out to each lead as they come in personally and send just a regular email out to each one. Well, this takes a lot of time, especially when you're generating 150 to 400 leads per day. It really gets tough to do this, right? You can imagine how long it will take you to sit there and send out an email to each person that's signed up, right? So we can't do that. I just won't do that. It's not that we can't. Some people actually do, but I'm going to show you an easier way to take care of this. So this is how I operate. Okay, I'm hands-on with everybody who joins with me. I want to see everybody succeed. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this step-by-step series, is because I want to show others exactly what I did so they can follow it to a T and start earning revenue. I want to see everybody succeed. I have no ill wishes on anybody. I am not, I'm not just this random sales guy that wants to come and throw a random product at you and be like, buy it, and not care about how it is. No. I only support products that I fully believe in and ones that I use and I'm earning revenue with. That's it. I will never give you some bogus program to use. It's just not going to happen. And I definitely wouldn't put time into it, into something like I am with this, showing you guys exactly what I'm doing, if it wasn't working, right? That makes no sense at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Gmail. We're just going to use Gmail. If you don't have a Gmail account, go create one. Just create a quick Gmail account. It takes 2 seconds. You guys have already created some for the TikTok videos. Use one of those if you'd like. It doesn't matter. And what I like to do with these emails is I actually reach out to people who join my team right away. I reach out to them that day. I send them an email, a personal email, every single time they join to say, hey, this is what I'm doing in the program. If you need some help, let me know. Here's a link to my YouTube series I'll give them sometimes now. And, whatever they need. My phone number usually, or at least a way for them to contact me. And I just want to say hi, right? So that's to people that join with me, under me. I just call you guys my team, or them my team. It's not really like a team. Teams they're not really relevant in this situation, but I know that people like that feeling of camaraderie, especially when you're starting something new. So the people that join under me, I treat you as a team or as a family. So first off, every single time somebody joins, I try to get an email to them within 30 minutes, as quick as I can. I'll send over an email. Now those, depending on how many you're joining throughout the day or how busy I am, maybe it'll take a little while to get them out there, and then maybe I can use a system that has, that helps with my emailing if there's too many in the day to deal with at that point. But I make sure that I always send a hi and a welcome and how can I help you, if you need any help, get a hold of me, type of thing. Now with leads, with just regular leads that are coming in and dropping their email into your your capture page, your lead capture page, your URL that you've created, when they drop their email in that goes into your leads folder inside of MIF. That actually is sitting there at the very top of the page. You'll see it'll say right next to links. It'll have team and leads. Now the leads that are coming in there, those are people that have put their email address into your capture page and wanted to deal with you, or were interested in your product, right? Maybe, so the reason maybe some of them haven't gone all the way with it yet, it could be financial reasons. Maybe they're nervous about finances, or maybe they have trust issues. Maybe they just aren't aware quite what this program is. They're not really sure what it is. There can be a million different reasons why they haven't pulled the trigger, so to speak. But we want to reach out to those leads and kind of give them a little boost, but also help them and make them feel comfortable with what we're doing, right? Now, I'm not saying go out there and lie to them. Don't go out there and say, hey, I made $1 million with this program. If you didn't, that's not what I do. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. I'm being legit and saying what I can do with it. Now, I know what I'm doing with this every day. I know what all the people that are following me and following this series are doing every day. It works great. So I have no problem reaching out to them and saying, hey, I have a system that we use for this program that works really well. If you'd like to check it out, you can go check out my YouTube, or you can reach out to me personally. I'll jump on a call with you, right? So I have no problem doing that with anybody. And I think that everybody should be reaching out to those leads one way or another. Now, starting out here, you normally, when you're in affiliate marketing, okay, you're going to have to be creating your own capture pages. You're going to have to create landing pages. You're going to have to create a funnel of some sort. You're going to have to create emails and copy. You're going to have copy for those emails, and you're going to need an autoresponder or something that can send emails to leads and whatnot, right? To try to bring these leads in for sales, because that's what we want as an affiliate marketer. We want to sell this product and earn a commission, not at all cost. But we want to sell it. I only sell products that I trust. There's people out there that sell everything. I'm just saying what I do, right? So I use Gmail, and I use another program called Gmass. And I'm going to pull that up, and I'm going to show you guys where to find that. It's super cheap. I think it's even free to get started, but they do have an upgrade that allows you to email, I think, 500 people or 497 people every day. And that's what I use. I think it's like $20 or something. So you can go here. Where you want to find this is you go to the Chrome Web Store. Just type that into Google, Chrome Web Store. I think it's like chrome.google.com right here /web store. And then right here where it says search extensions, we are going to type in Gmass, Gmass. And it's right here. This is it right here. Gmass, powerful mail merge for Gmail. Now, what this program does is it allows you to send multiple emails, up to 497 emails per day, all at the same time. So instead of typing in somebody's personal email every single time you're gonna send an email to them, you can use this tool, and put in everybody's email at the same time and send out multiple messages at the same time. Now, the reason that there's limits on what we can do with this is because Gmail itself has a mailing limit. So Gmass follows those guidelines strictly. They will not mail. Now, actually, they will recommend not mailing any more than your limit. They obviously can't control your email account, but they can control their software, and if there's more than 497 emails going out, or there's emails that Gmail is bouncing and not sending anymore, they will warn you and they'll stop the campaign immediately, and they'll send you an email and it'll be like, hey, you've already hit your limit of what Google is saying you can email. We're going to stop sending anymore. Now, you can push those through if you want, and they give you a warning and says if you want to push them through, that's fine. You go ahead. That's your email. But there may be repercussions. So I don't push them through like that. There is a second option where they can push it through with some other software that they're using, just like a SMPT server or whatever. But I mean, you can do that too a couple times, but if you're getting up to that point where you're having to email over 500 leads per day, then you really should, that's when you should start moving into an autoresponder and something that can better manage your leads. But where we are right now, you should be fine. You should be totally fine. I know a couple people are probably getting close to 100, 150 leads per day, because I know they're bringing in sales every day right now at this point. So I know they're getting close, but until you're at about 500 leads per day, you can use this software flawlessly, right? So what you do is you just click on it, and right here with this button where mine says remove from Chrome, there's going to be an add to Chrome button or download or something. It says something to add it, and basically what it is just adding it to your extensions bar right here. And once it does that, it's going to ask you some information. You're going to fill it out and whatever else. Now, I'm going to walk you through how to use this. I'm just going to show you a quick campaign, basically from start to finish. I usually don't like showing my leads that I have in my that I get in the program. I'm going to show you where to find them, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use some old leads and just kind of give you an example of what it is that they're doing, because those old leads are from something else, and they're not people that would be watching this and be concerned with me giving out their personal information, right? So that's not what I'm looking to do here, but I want to show you how to use it. So I might just grab a few and show you anyway. Not from my leads, but from old leads. Okay, anyway. So what we're going to do is we are going to go up to multiple income funnel, up to MIF, your MIF dashboard. And right at the top here, this is what I'm talking about, where you have links. Those are your links. Traffic, that's Traffic Authority. That's the reason it's right there. It has its own button is because it's super powerful and it works awesome. And if you haven't used it yet, if you have the investment to jump in and use it, I highly advise it. It just works great. Team, right here, that's your team. Now you can actually download your team as well. You just click that button, and at the top left of the page there's somewhere where you can download your team, and right here's your leads. And I'm not even going to click on it right now, just because all the people that had just joined recently are going to be right there at the top, and I just don't feel like blurring everything out right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to click that leads button, and that's that, right? Where am I right now? Okay, yeah, see, that had names on it too, so I can't do it. But anyway, look, all you have to do is click leads. On the top left hand, there's going to be a button that says download leads, right? You just click that little button. It's going to download you some leads right here. Now I'm going to grab some old leads. I'm actually going to grab them right here off of something else. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this for just a second, and I'll be back with a lead list that we can work with, and I'll show you how to use this. All right, guys, here we go. So I pulled up some leads, and this is actually going to be exactly what you see when you download your leads. I just grabbed some of the older ones that were up, from 6 or 7 months ago, and I'm going to show you what to do with these. So when you get them, they're going to look like this. You're going to have a row here that says email address. You're going to have full name, opt-in date, funnel name, right? Tracking tag, and lead capture page. Now, as you can see right here, the full name is only showing one name, and where you see that there's two names, they're joined, right? It's still under this one. It's just under full name instead of separate first name, last name. Now, what I like to do, you don't technically have to, but what I like to do is actually separate those. And I also pay attention to the date. For some reason, this date didn't follow over with when I pasted it. But usually this has the date that they opted in, which if you're downloading them every day to email them, then the date is going to be that day. And I email, I'll kind of tell you how I structure it in a second, but I'm going to show you guys what to do just in case you're not familiar with Excel, what you can do to separate these names. Now, what I do is, okay, so I can separate these with this data tab. I'm going to show you how, but if I do that, it's going to erase the column that's next to it. At least that's what it does every single time I do it. I'm not a pro with Excel. I think I'm pretty damn good, but I'll show you what I do to kind of stop that. So I select this column here. I hold down Shift, and I can move this column right over here in front of that. Now I've given myself another column, so that when I transfer the last name over, it won't erase my opt-in date, because I like to have that opt-in date to know who I'm going to be emailing that day. So now this works great if there's only one last name, but sometimes you're going to come across where there's two last names or three names altogether. So again, I'm going to drag another column over there. So you highlight this column, you click on the top, hold down Shift, and you wait till you see this directional pointer. Click it, hold it down, drag it over, and drop it. Right now, I can transfer the second and third name if there is more than one over. Right. So to do that, you select the column, go up to Data, Text to Columns, and you make sure delimited is clicked on, and it usually is automatically, but if yours isn't, click on it. You're going to hit Next. And for this specific lead list, there's a space in between, not a comma or a tab or anything. So you can have tab is automatically always checked, but click space, hit Next, and then just hit Finish. And see, that pulled the second word of this in this column over to the right. So now what I do, for Gmass, you need to have capital F, capital N for first name. It just likes it better like that. And for last name, capital L-A-S-T, last name like that. No space in between, you just put them just like that. Now we're good to go. Say this was my leads for today. You know, I know by this date right here that these leads were for today. They're going to be the ones that I'm going to be emailing today. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go down here at the bottom. I'm going to select them all just from this point. I'm not going to, what's going on here? Just 1 second here. Where is that? Format. Anyway, this one might not work. Let me see. That one might not. I'm going to skip that now. So I'm just going to grab these all the way up to the top right here. Just these three columns is needed. Email, first name, last name. I'm going to copy those. And I'm going to open up a lead. I'm going to open up a Google Sheet, and I'm going to name that leads. Right? So you name that leads. Now down here on the bottom is where I have all my different leads, all the dates that they've joined, and everything like that. Just a bunch of different ones. Where's that sheet? There's one. So this one right here, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to rename it today's date. Right? So now I know that today's date, I'm adding today's leads in. And I'm just going to go up here to the top, right click and paste. There you go. So now I have my leads saved in a Google Sheet. Now if you don't know how to go to Google Sheets, you can go to docs.google.com/spreadsheets, or you can just type in spreadsheets.google.com and you'll get a sheet that'll come up. You can rename it leads, save it, and then right along here on the bottom when you click this plus, you can add a new day every single time and just rename it that date. That's what I just did, literally, right? So I opened up a spreadsheet, went down to the bottom, hit plus to add a new day, renamed that by right-clicking on it on the tab down here at the bottom, right-clicked and renamed it to today's date. Now I know that these leads are from today when I pasted them in. So that's all we have to do with that. Now when we've gone to Gmass and when we have it installed, you're going to have to install it ahead of time. You install it when you go and download it, and then when you sign into your Gmail account, it's going to ask you if it wants to be hooked up with Gmass, and you can click the little Gmass thing and then set it up for that Gmail account. It's going to ask you to sign in and do all this. This account's already signed in, so I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm going to hit compose. Right over here in the right, once you have Gmass installed, you're going to see, first off, you're going to see these two buttons here. A blue one, that's your normal send from Google Gmail, and a red one, that's your Gmass send. Now when you go up here to click, you click this button in the to tab, right? You click this, and it's going to pop up with this. It's going to ask you where do you want to bring the recipients in from, right? Where are these leads coming from that we're going to add, right? We're obviously adding leads or teammates for this. So you go from a Google Sheet. Make sure that Google Sheet is saved on the same Gmail account that you're using Gmass with, right? Because it has to all be tied together. Then you can choose one. You can go leads. And then you can just pick the date of whatever you had created, right? 04/22, there's today. So now, when I press connect spreadsheet, now it has the recipients that I got for today, right? If this was for today, I would have the 37 recipients that we're going to be sending the email to, and they're all ready. Now now the only thing you have to do is write them a message. And what I like to do for leads specifically is I always welcome them. Welcome to MIF. And this is a cool feature of it. Now, if you were following along with the other emailing platform, you know how we would enter that little semicolon in the name, so that the email would pull up their first name or whatever. So what you can do is you can click on this little down arrow here that's attached to the Gmass button, and you can click on personalize, and you can click first name, and now it automatically copies that to your clipboard. So all you have to do is go up top and paste it, and that's going to say welcome to MIF and their first name. That's what was important about saving their names the way I did: first name, last name, and email, right? Because this Gmass had to be able to find those. And then I'm just going to put hi, first name. And you can literally send anything you want here. You can just say, hey, I noticed, or actually what I like to say first is, first off, thank you for watching my content, right? Because they probably came from one. Obviously, if we're using organic marketing like TikTok, that's a good thing to say thanks about. Now, if you're using Traffic Authority, maybe you don't want to do that. This is just what I do. If you're only using organic marketing, go ahead and say thanks to them. If you want, you can say whatever you want here, right? This is just what I do. I'm going to show you exactly what I do so you know. So I say, first off, thank you for watching my content. I really appreciate it. All right. And now what I like to do is I go down here and I put, if you have any questions, ... And then I'm going to insert a picture. But what I'd like you guys to do, you don't have to do it. I'm going to show you what I do. You guys decide. I'm not trying to be a boss here, nobody. But what I do, okay, is I take a picture of myself holding a piece of paper that says reply and let me know on it. You'll see it here in just a second. I'll try to find it. I hope I don't got a bunch of other stuff in here that it's kind of irrelevant to you guys. Sorry, but I'll find it here. Right there. Bam. That's when I had the big beard and everything. So Now we're going to add that picture in, because that just adds a personal touch. Now that's a little big. You can send it that big if you'd like, but you can also minimize it. Bam. And see on that sheet of paper right there, it says reply. Oh, you can't really see where you're at, can you? Oh. Oh, come on. Expand it. There. On this sheet, so this is what I've done. I've made the picture personal now. Now this picture is personal. It's personalized. It's a picture of me, and I'm holding a piece of paper that says reply and let me know. If you have any questions, reply and let me know. That just makes your email more personal. It's just a personal touch, right? People like that a lot better, especially if they've been sitting here watching you on TikTok all day. They're like, oh, this guy is reaching out to me, right? Maybe some of you in this program got the same email. Maybe, right? So let's go, and then you can just add literally whatever you want. You can just say, hey, I just want to let you know, and I change this up all the time, that you have made a great choice deciding to check out this program. It literally changed my life overnight. And that to me is the truth, because with me, this program literally did change everything for me overnight. Now, I'm not saying that I was well off before this program, not like saying that I'm the richest person in the world. But I'm saying I was fine before this program, but this program did make a huge impact on me personally. That's why it's the first program in a series that I really wanted to push out to the public, because it did. So I'm not telling any lies here. This is all truthful. Anything you got from me is straight from the heart, literally. Literally changed my life overnight. You can say your own little spiel. And then I like to just add something like, if you have any or if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me personally. And then another thing that you guys can do also is you could, if you want to add like maybe another image, now you could technically add this image down a little bit, or you can add one more image where you're like, hey, once you start making these sales, just so people know that you're not lying to them, you can send a screenshot of your commissions tab, right? So let me show you what I mean here. Is you can say, look what I have, or look what I just made this past week. And then we can grab upload another image. Luckily I have some of these, see, because this is literally what I do every single time. So let me just find them. Here's one. I'm not sure what the date is for this one. I'm not even sure what the amount is on it, but it's one of the ones that I had sent out. There we go. So this shows your weekly right here. They can see the date. If you get the freshest one, the newest one, they'll be able to see the date that's on that, right? And they'll be like, wow, that was just yesterday. And they can see it counting up like this. Maybe they can't see the top of the week, but you know that this is your weekly payout, right? This is one of your weekly payouts. Now, even, it's probably better to do on a Friday or something, because I'm not sure what the date is here on this one. Maybe this was halfway through the week, or who knows. I make pretty decent money out here, so I could probably literally grab one of these anytime during the week and just show them. But maybe if you guys are just starting out, maybe wait till the end of the week when you have the most sales or something, whatever, right? Just so it shows honesty. It's just showing your own commissions, and then you can just say, I would love to show you how to do this. And then another thing, what I like to do is I like to go grab a link. And I'm going to show you which link I use now that they're a lead and they've been on my email. I'm going to show you what I do. So I go here to lead capture page 3. I copy that. Now we know, since we're advertising with LCP3, we know that they probably watched that. But I say, if you haven't watched haven't watched this video yet, if you haven't watched this video yet, check it out. And then I'm going to put click here to watch the video. And you can click down here where it says insert link. And I'm going to, oh, I didn't select, hold on a second. So it's just like the other email program. We're going to select, click the little insert link tab, paste that link in there. And since this is going in Gmass, I like to /GMASS. Now you can't do this with all programs in affiliate marketing. You cannot just add a tag at the end of them, but with multiple income funnel you can tag your links like this, and it creates a tracking tag. This is how you do it, so it's fine. Gmass. Now I know that if somebody signs up from these, they're from Gmass, and I hit OK. See, that link's hidden. It's already hidden in text, so I didn't have to go create a new link to send that to them. The reason we created the link in the beginning was because we can't hide it like this. We can't tell somebody something simple to click on. We want them to know that it's professional. And then I put, or if you are ready to take action now, sign up now. You can sign up directly, or if you are ready to take action now, use the link below to sign up directly. Click here to sign up directly. Click here to sign up directly, right? And now what I do is I go back to this links and I go down here to VSL no timer, because there's no timer on that link. That's a direct sign up link. Wham bam, they don't have to watch anything if they don't want to. There's a video if they want to, and it's a good video actually. And I'm going to highlight this, click on the link. I'm going to add that in /GMASS. Okay. And then you can just sign it with your name. Thanks again for watching, or thanks again, or you don't even have to say thanks. You can just say, let's do something cool here, like make sure to sign up right away. I don't know how long this sale will last. Now they're going to be like, sale? What sale? And then you can go like this, John. And then what I do down here is I go PS. Now this is a long form email, so you can reuse these after you make them, and you don't have to make it just like this. I'm just kind of winging it, and I don't mind long form as long as they're spaced out like this and not stretched all the way across the screen. Reading all that stuff, it kind of breaks it up, the monotony of it a little bit with these images and different things. So it's totally fine to use this. Trust me, I know. I get a ton of sales like this. So PS annual is 50% off right now. Oh, and it pays 10x. And that's truth. I always tell people that, because I hate it when somebody comes in and they start making, like, all of a sudden they start booming it after around a week or 2 or 3, and then they have 20 or 30 sales all come in like at a rush within the week, and they haven't upgraded to annual. Now they've lost like $4,000 and made, maybe they made $2,000, or maybe they made $200 when they would have made $2,000, right? So I always tell them try to go for annual. That's it. That's all you do. You write something like that, you hit this red button here, bam, Gmass, and it'll send them all out for you. I'm not going to send this just because these are old leads and I'm not going to email them some random stuff like this. I haven't been mailing with these guys for these ones for a long time, so but that's exactly what you do. You just write it out and you hit this red Gmass. See, the Gmass button took over the Gmail button so that you wouldn't even be able to use it. So that's great. Bam, you send it off and it sends all your emails. And now you can go over here on the right or on the left and you can see where it says Gmass auto follow, Gmass reports. You can click on these and go through any kind of reports or anything else that there is in there, different campaigns that you have that we're sending out all your leads and whatnot. And you can double check, see who clicked. It'll tell you what links they clicked, who clicked on them, just like any autoresponder would. Now, let me tell you, that is what I do the first day that I get a lead, right? I took the leads from this day and I did this. Now, the second day with those same leads, after I've emailed a group of leads once, now this is what I do. I send out 2 groups of emails. I do, and you can if you have enough, if you have enough emails left in Gmass to do this. If not, just send the one email, and then once you start building up too much, you're going to have to get an autoresponder, sorry. But this is going to work for you guys for at least a month or 2. But I send a second email if I can, if I have enough Gmail left over, to the group that I had done the first day, and I'll send them a follow-up email the next day and say, hey, have you considered it? If not, that's okay, but if you want to, click on this link. Just hit them 2 times, and that's all I use per leads that I have. Then I add them to an autoresponder myself, and you guys can get into that sometime. Maybe we'll find a way to jump into that in here sometime, but right now we're not going to. So that is Gmass. That is your lead follow-up. That is how you're going to handle your leads, your team. Hopefully you're messaging your team whenever they get in so that they're not feeling overwhelmed, and you can help walk them through the program. And you can text them too. Your team, you have their phone numbers when they sign up. So feel free to text them and just be like, hey, welcome to MIF. Go join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is phenomenal. If you guys aren't in it, go join the Facebook group. It's just phenomenal. But yeah, so that's all we're going to do today, guys. I could give you an email for MLGS. I'm not sure which account this is. Yeah, it's already sent. I have about 10 of these accounts, 10 or 11 of them now. And I'm just using them for so many different things. But let me show you guys something you guys can use here. Sorry. All right, where is it? So if this is your first time for some reason that you haven't seen the rest of the videos, we use this My Lead Gen secret at the end. I just started a new series just based on this because of how much I like this program. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's one of my favorite programs. And it works great, especially over time. Over 6 months to a year, you're just going to be killing it with this. I'm not even joking. It's going to be crazy. You're going to love it. So right here, you're going to hit select all. You don't touch this, right? You don't touch this. You just go down to subject. We're going to add this subject. Still chained to your 9 to 5. Oh, I hate that when it turns red like that. Hey, are you still chained to that stupid 9 to 5? Aren't you sick and tired of it day in and day out? Well, it is time to make a change, and here's the ultimate way to freedom and quit that job for good. And to quit that job for good. Ultimate plan, only 17 left. So what I would say is, click here fast. Only 17 spots left. And we're going to highlight that. You know where to get your links. It's just up in the link, LCP3 in your thing. I already have some. Whatever link I have on here, I'm just going to put it in to show you guys because I can't send it anyway. Link. Add your... Oh. There. Link /MLGS. Hit OK. Right, here's your name. Oops. P.S. This is getting crazier as we move on to the next week. If you want to add another one, just put click here now. Whatever, right? I like to have 2 links also. I do like to add 2 links to these emails when I send them. And there we go. So I'll leave that down there. Make sure to hit your perfect timing before you send it. And I will leave it in the I'll leave it in the description for you guys, right? So, you know, that's it. Let's recap what we went over tonight. Reaching out to our team. First off, that's super important. Make sure you reach out to your team members every single time they join. Whenever they join, the faster the better, in my opinion, right? Some people will be like, oh, no, you don't have to right away. I like to be like, bam, on it. Because I also understand sales. Hey, that's kind of cool, the shirt, eh? But anyway, I also understand sales and the quicker that you get a hold of, if somebody was to call you for and interested in something that they're purchasing from you, for as an example, if you can get to them within 5 minutes, that's crucial towards getting that sale. It like bumps up your percentage of closing a deal like I don't know, 80% or something crazy. 80% more of a chance than if you called them, you know, 2 days later, something like that. And then secondly, you're going to be reaching out to your leads. I send, like I said, the first email I would send, the first day I'd just send that welcome email. The second day I'd follow up with the leads that I emailed the first day. Then I'd cut